No bullshit guide on how a videographer can become a CEO from this ghetto couch in the studio. So to start, I was a videographer, and we have students that are way better videographers than I'll ever be. I am literally I'm not that good at being a videographer. But I would go out and I wanted to be a social media manager, so what I did was, who can I run the pages? Like, who can I run the pages for? Who can I run Instagram for? Who can I run Facebook for? Who can I do all this for? But you can't charge that much. You can charge like $300 a month maybe, you know, which is trash, absolute trash. So I started shooting content for them. So I was like, hey, you know, I'll shoot your content, I'll post your Instagram posts, and I'll run your, I'll run your feed. I'll run everything for you. And I sound ignorant right now, but I was going around, hey, I'll shoot your talking head videos and I'll post them on Instagram. So that's what I did. And a lot of you are doing that. A lot of you are at least doing content, so shooting, editing, and then some of you are running pages. You should all start running pages at the beginning, I think, and then move from there. So I went out, I was doing like $1,200 deals, 8 reels, cost me $300 to get them edited because I hate editing. And I would just rinse and repeat that. And then I started getting monthly deals. So I did $2,400 a month, and I would shoot 1 day a month, and then I would send all the clips to get edited, and my whole month would be paid for at the time. And then I would just take all the money left. So I was really working for, an hour and a half a month to get, a couple grand. My first month when I knew I was gonna do this, I went out, I closed 2 deals, and I still work with one of them to this day. In fact, they pay us a lot of money, much more than they did this time. But when I knew this was gonna work, I made $5,420 in a month for 2 clients. I think it was 22 total posts. And if you add it up, I probably worked 3.5 hours that whole month. So it just blew my mind, right? And from there, I was like, okay, this works. And so the next thing I did was, how can I get even more out of this? I hate shooting, bro. I hate filming. I love being in front of the camera. I hate shooting. It's annoying. Nothing loses aura points more, and that's cringe, but nothing loses aura points more than following around some dude with a camera. I'm sorry. That sucks. I hate being a videographer. I knew the game. As I started to look around, I was like, well, we can run your ads too. And I've been running ads my whole life, but I didn't want to do that. So I took the clients I already had, and I found a way for someone to run ads for them while being still under me. So now what do these clients have? They have a social media manager, content creator, and ads manager. So that's 3 things. They gotta pay, a bigger check every month, versus your $300 shoot every month. They gotta pay for the management and the content and the ads guy. So that's more things they gotta pay for. So already my monthly revenue is going up. And you'll see there's a pattern that is basically about adding more services. Because most videographers, they're just shoot, edit, and that's all they can do. And that's why they're not up, okay? That's why they're not doing so good in comparison to these media companies that are gonna run them over. So now I'm like, I don't even wanna shoot. And I start, getting more clients. You can run ads, you can word of mouth, you can, text your uncle, you can text your cousin, that weird guy with a business, there's tons of ways to get clients, right? Even more in our one-to-one community, one-to-one coaching community, but that's for later. So the next thing I did was hire out a team of videographers that were gonna be better, faster, and make it so I could charge more. So now we've got a better product, I do less work, we can charge more. And the client has to pay for social media management, ads management, and Instagram management, or Facebook and TikTok, you name it. You can charge for long form, shoot their podcasts, you get a set like this, you can bring them into the stew and shoot with them. So So many ways to go from there. But now you can kind of see what I've turned myself into. We have clients. We have multiple services, like a ton of services, which a lot of people would say to niche down and stay niche down, which I can see why they'd say that, but niching down when you're poor makes no sense, respectfully. You know, someone offers to give you a band, but they're not in your niche. What are you gonna say? Are you gonna say no? No, you should take that money and grow your business. Take all that money and reinvest in your business. But the moral of the story so far, find clients, shoot for clients, find clients, run their pages, find clients, run their ads. You're taking a step up every time. So you can offer more and charge more, which makes them need you every month. Most videographers, they'll make 3 months of content for someone in one sitting, get paid $350, and they won't see him again for another 3 months or a year. So that's what most videographers' problem is. But yeah, this is run and gun, so I'm hoping this is making sense, but it makes sense to me, and it's exactly what I've done to grow a 6-figure agency. So basically, keep adding services, build a team, find more ways to get clients, ads, Indeed, cold approach, cold outreach, everything under the sun. Doesn't matter how you get a client, it matters how you keep a client. You keep a client long enough, you're gonna make a lot of money. You keep a client long enough, you're gonna build them into something that can pay you way more money. You see what I'm saying? So again, find a client, do one service. Take that client, keep adding services, keep building your team. Videographers, you cannot do this alone. I know videographers making 10K a month, maybe 20 as well, but they don't have a life. They're editing, they spend their whole day editing, they spend their whole day shooting and their whole night editing every day. They got a million clients that really don't value them like that because they're not that valuable. Anybody can pick up a camera and shoot and edit. Anybody can do that decent enough to get, 3 or 4K a month. Everybody can do that. So as a videographer, what's gonna make you different from the other guys? But anyway, I hope this made sense. Once you get all these services under you, you build your team, you kind of wake up and you're like, oh, I'm a CEO. I just gotta direct traffic around here, make sure people get paid and make sure clients are happy, really. So that's the life. I don't realistically have to do anything, but I do everything at the same time. It is what it is. But yeah, you can do it. You can do it. And if you have any questions for me, you can always DM me, or you can join us in the community, Flight Club 1-to-1 coaching, whatever you want, or not. I don't care. I hope you win anyway. There's a ton of good videos on this channel, especially coming up. So thanks.